What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Filthy Rags Garage. Today we're going to be putting new shoes on Alberta, so that's a special treat for her. And then we got this awesome little guy down here. This guy makes me a machinist.
Filthy Rags Garage.
So here are the new shoes, quote unquote shoes, for Alberta. We're going with these 20-inch chrome wheels that came stock on a Dodge 1500. Now this was it was at least a 2008. It may have been newer than that, but I think the guy I bought these from said he was actually in a 2010 two-wheel drive 1500. Now they have the 5 lugs, and that's on a 5.5-inch distance, or those are called a 5 by 5.5. And that is the same exact lug pattern as the stock Ford wheels. And I don't know when Ford went to the 6 lug on the F150, but that obviously wouldn't fit this application. But Dodge has stuck with the 5 by 5.5 on their trucks since, I believe, '93 up to today. So if it has a 5 lug on the Dodge, it's on a 5 by 5.5 pattern, and that will fit these Fords. Now, I've seen a lot of people online going with the spare wheel, the spare 20-inch wheel for Dodge. Different back spacing, different look is what they're going for, and those are, from what I've seen, those fit these old Fords a lot easier. But I really wanted to go with this chrome look. I wanted that bling, I guess you could say. I don't really want to call it bling, but I wanted something shinier. I wanted something more modern looking, and that's what I went with on these. So there's the side-by-side, or the face comparison on these two. This is obviously much, much taller. So we got, this is right at 28.5 inches tall. And these Dodges that have no tread left on them, they are right at that 32.5? 32.5, I guess, from that angle. Yeah, and again, that's zero tread. There is nothing left on these tires. But I got them used off of Facebook. A guy was selling one there. Got them for a pretty good price. And then the width difference. Huge difference there. So on the tread, we're looking at about 6 inches, 5 3/4 inches usable. We'll just say 6. Nice round number. 6 inches of tread on those. And then on these new tires, we're looking at 9 1/4. We'll just say 9. No, it's definitely more than 9 inches. We'll say 9 1/2. Get that in the right spot. Looking at 9 1/2 inches of tread. So we go from 6 to 9 1/2 inches. Okay, so this is the back side of the Dodge wheel, and this is actually aluminum. I'm pretty sure it's not forged. It looks like it's got machine lines in it. I don't know if you guys can make that detail out, but it looks like it's been machined. So it's not forged. It's probably cast. But oddly enough, the chrome part that you see on the other side, that part, I think that's plastic. If you look at this really thin chrome-looking line right here, when I tap on it, that sounds like plastic. And then it's got this foam, I guess some sort of glue or adhesive in here, in between the aluminum and this chrome-covered plastic. So that's interesting. I almost considered trying to pry all this off and then just having like polished aluminum wheels, but I don't think I'm going to get into that. I think I'm just going to leave it the way it is, kind of like that chrome look. So I talked about this lug pattern, this 5 by 5.5 fits the Ford, but this center hole, or this hub, does not. This is much smaller than what is on my Ford. This is, I believe, 3 inches across, or maybe 3 1/8. But the hub on the 79 is about 3.5 inches. It's considerably bigger. So I'm going to make myself a machinist using this router and this router bit. Now this is interesting. I had to order this online from Home Depot. What this is a rabbit bit for a router with 6 different size bearings. And so what you're looking at is this little chart here. Is you put the different size bearings you want on the bit here, and it'll cut these different sizes. So basically the difference between this outside cutting edge and this running edge of this bearing, the bearing runs along the material, and then everything in between the bearing and here gets cut away. When I found it on that first wheel, this is the bearing size I need to make this hole about 3.5 inches. It actually makes it about an 1/8 of an inch bigger than what I need, but I don't have a bearing size for this bit to get the exact size I need. So I'm going to put you guys on the tripod. I'm going to swap out this router bit onto the router, and I'm going to get to it and make a whole bunch of mess. So I'm going to do the best I can in editing to take care of the volume for you guys, but this router is very loud. So if you're wearing earbuds, this is your one and only warning. That is a big old mess. Whew. Wow, look at all that. Alright, I'm going to try and clean that up so that don't look so bad. Alright guys, here it is. The final product. Taking the router bit around, and you can kind of see this lip here. We've taken it from this diameter out to this diameter, which is, like I said, about an 1/8 of an inch bigger than I need, but that's as close as I could get and still have it fit. Now next is we actually need to clearance this plastic piece here. I'm going to cut all of these little ridges off. I'm going to try and leave these big clips that help hold this in place. I'm going to cut all these little plastic ones, and then I'm going to widen this out. There's actually some material there. Basically what I'm going to do is cut all this back to these bigger clips. Those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, these 5 bigger clips. I'm going to cut everything back to that. I did want to mention, you might be able to see here in these 5 spots, what I removed with the router bit has actually caused a little bit of a hole or a gap, and you can see that chrome plastic piece behind there. Now I don't think that's enough to harm anything structurally. We got all of this material in between here that's still going to hold everything together. It's going to cause, it's just going to give us a lot more strength. But once I get these on, or these where they're going to fit, I'm going to throw in the back of the car, take them to the tire shop, and have the experts tell me what's going on. But I'm pretty sure that's going to be safe. It's a 2-wheel drive truck. I'm not going to be Baja racing or rock crawling or jumping. What's up guys? So the battery ran out on the GoPro, and I'm not sure exactly when, but I stopped for dinner to eat with the family, and when I came back I realized the battery had died. I haven't looked at the footage yet, so like I said, I don't know where exactly it stopped, but I wanted to finish this up tonight. All you may have missed is me working on that second wheel. So I got that finished. I got the inside, I got this part clearanced, this plastic piece clearanced, and I got the backside, the aluminum. I got all of that clearanced, so now that's large enough to fit onto the Ford. So, like I said, I just want to get this done tonight before I shut it down for the night. So I'm going to get this last stock wheel off, put that Dodge wheel on, and show you guys what it looks like, and then I'll just pick it up tomorrow.
gosh, not you.
Okay, so it looks like this center plastic piece just wasn't clearanced enough. I'm not sure how much I'm going to have to take off to really do it, but for now it's working. The wheel is up against the rotor like it should be. I haven't torqued these to specs, but I'm sure if I do that, it's not going to move. It's still going to be in the same place. I may just have to get a hole saw and get rid of this inner lip here on the plastic part. But it's on, it's tight, it's not going to fall off. Let's lower this bad boy and see what it looks like. Alright, that's it. She's on the ground. Tire's not quite the right air pressure, but I can fix that later. So it may come up another ½ an inch, the ride height. But it doesn't look like it's going to hit either. I think that's plenty of clearance. Alright, so what do you guys think? I'll bring it out tomorrow so we can see it out in the sunlight, and I'll take measurements on ride height and whatnot. Now I'm going to have to take these off to get them to the tire shop. Alright, well there it is, guys. Got them on. Rears don't need to be clearance. Those fit on the rear without having to be clearance, but I got the two front ones on. It's not at the perfect ride height right now. We're going to have to put some pressure in the tires, and that'll fix everything and have it done right. I don't know if you guys can hear that. That's my neighbor calling their dog. Later, doggies. But yeah, so get some air in the tires. I'm basically going to take the tires off, take them to the tire shop, get them balanced. Actually, I'm going to put new tires on and then get it balanced. And when that happens, I'll put the old stock tires back on, and we'll get a picture of it to see what it looks like at stock height. Actually, that's stock size tires on those old wheels. That one, red one, and those 4 blue ones. But yeah, so we'll put that on, get a picture of what it looks like before, and then we'll put these new Dodge 20s back on. Get an idea of what it looks like now, the new ride height. But I'll come back tomorrow. We'll see a little bit more there, and we'll finish this up. So through the center of the wheel, let's see, the wheel is sitting at right at 26.5 inches. That's what I got. Maybe it's a little different on camera. The top of the wheel well is right at 29 and 5/8. I don't know how accurate it would be. Maybe 29 3/4 might be a little better to understand. Okay, so from the most outer edge of the body, right there, make the level actually level. The tire is sunken in. That's about 2.5 inches. And so here then we got the bumper. Let's see the bottom of the bumper. We're looking right at 15 inches. That's not too bad. So then we have the center of the headlight is right at 32 inches. That's what we're looking at. It's kind of hard to hold the camera and the tape measure. That's what we got there. And then this will be a fun one to do. So the door handle's right at 44 inches. Bottom of the door handle. The window is at 49. Okay, so bottom of the rear bumper, looking at 21.5 inches. Okay, so tape measure on the ground through the center of the wheel. Top of the wheel is right at 31.5 to 32 inches. Probably full tread, I bet it's 32 inches. And then the wheel well, we're looking at about 32.5. So that's only 1 inch from the top of the tire to the bottom of the wheel well. That's definitely much smaller than the stock size. It just looks amazing. That just such a I love it. It just looks like so much more performance. Now to the bumper. We are at moving the tape measure. So we are now at about 18 inches. So the center of the headlight is now 35 inches, right where that says halogen, right in the middle. Big improvement. Definitely going up higher with these new wheels. All right, bottom of the door handle is now 46.5 inches. And bottom of the window is now 52 inches. Same spot right through the door handle. We're at 52 inches. Alright, here we have the bottom of the rear bumper is now 24 inches. Okay, so we're at the same point on that body, farthest point out. Gonna make that bubble right in the middle, and we're so close I cannot measure that. So the bubble's still in the middle. Tape measure, gosh, that's got to be like a half an inch at the most, maybe just a quarter of an inch. So from back here, to me, that just looks so much better. That definitely is more aggressive looking. That, I love it. I love it. Now this is not a four-wheel drive truck, so I'm 95% sure I am not going to put flares on the fenders. But who knows? This is supposed to be my sport truck daily driver. Hashtag half-gen lightning. But we'll see. That is just visibly higher. I love the way this looks. I like this higher look. I just hope it doesn't compromise the handling being that much taller. But I'm hoping with this wider tire, we just have so much more contact patch that it's actually going to improve the handling. Alright guys, so there you have it. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching as much as I enjoyed working. But remember, focus on your family. We've got to keep priorities right. I've had my son out here with me learning how to work on cars, or trucks, not cars, that's a truck. But like I said, just keep your priorities right, focus on your family. These projects that we have fun with, we enjoy working on and showing off our hard work, the best they'll ever be are just filthy rags. God bless. Thanks for watching. I checked the steering clearance on the truck. The wheels are too wide.